You're saying senators want the National Treasury to prioritize timely release of school capitation to end perennial cash flow challenges facing the public institutions.
Right.
Okay.
So public primary and secondary schools receive capitation funds in tranches. They're supposed to receive 50% in the first term, 30% in the second term, and 20% in the third term. However, school heads say the money is often delayed and never sent in full. This, they say, has crippled their operations, including being unable to pay support staff and teachers employed by the boards. That's a problem that they've complained about time and time again, even getting to the point where they can't feed their students. Back page of the Daily Nation does a little focus on education, and now senators are pushing the Treasury to pay schools 67 billion shillings. Nairobi Senator Sifuna Edwards says that the government needs to put in place a long-term strategy to prevent delays in the release of capitation and ensure continuous funding of schools and their operations, infrastructure development, and payment of suppliers. He was urging the Senate Committee on Education to investigate why Treasury has failed to release the funds despite urgent cash flow problems facing public schools. How many times is a capitation
going to be an
conversation,
issue?
Right?
It's never ending.
Yeah, and I think this is why I was saying let's pause everything and look at these things that really matter. All right, how many people are we talking about? We are talking about at least 8 million people in just primary and junior secondary school. Right? No, 9 now, because it's up to grade 9. Up to 9 million. And they are many of them are in these public schools that depend on capitation.
Right.
When we start messing around with capitation disbursement, we are affecting them. And then let's go into the 4 million who are currently in secondary school. Tunacheza mchezo bwana.
Right?
This is something we should be saying, okay, so can you first of all prioritize, get money sent to schools, make sure, because capitation should be sent 50% in the first term, 30% in the second term, 20% in the final term. Can we make sure that this actually does happen and not 50% on the final day of the term?
They're saying some of them have not received money, but as of 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before closing.
Yeah.
Have National Treasury issued any reason statement why the delay?
No. They keep talking about, it's cash flow issues and, every time we get some money, we are releasing, we are sending money, we are sending money. But you see, the whole idea should be proper planning.
Yeah.
Okay? I keep saying, if I owed you money today, Mariam, and I promise that I'll be paying your rent. Okay, no, that's a bad example to give.
You'll be paying in installments of...
Okay, let's just go with that example. But let's take it just as plainly as I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay?
No one is...
You're the one who went
you're the one who went elsewhere.
Let's start again.
Nairobi has showed you shege.
So let's say I promise that I'll be paying your rent. But then, on the 5th of the next month is when I send you money. But Janet, silikutumia pesa utumia Mariam. I sent you the money. I'm sending you money. Uko past the deadline. You are supposed to be paying rent to your landlord on the 5th of the month.
Or before.
Or before.
Or before.
And me, I'm sending you money on the 25th. And I'm saying, but March, Janet, she sent you money for March rent to send to Mariam. Why is she complaining? It's the same thing we're saying here.
Right.
You send money at the end of a term and you're saying, but we have, by the end of the term, we had finished paying all the...
How are schools paying their suppliers, their staff? How are they feeding students? Again, and the capitation, even the amount that is given per student is already problematic. But that's something we've gone into and we'll continue to go into. But